Greetings, fair ladies and gentle sirs. Tonight, I want to share with you an old and wondrous story, filled with adventures, monsters, heroes. But above all, it is the story of the triumph of love. You see, I was born 5,000 years ago, but it almost didn't happen. My ancestors were mortal enemies. On my mother's side, the Serpent clan ruled for 1,000 years. Then my father's side came to power. My paternal grandfather, Som, led the armies of King Manucher to victory throughout the lands of Persia. My story begins with a strange twist in the fate of Som. After 40 years of travel, 40 years of battle, and many magnificent victories, Som was finally conquered by a lovely lady of his court.
My lady.
My love.
I didn't know how lonely I was until I met you. I didn't know how beautiful life could be. I didn't know the sweet tenderness of love.
I am with child. I am sure we will be blessed with a beautiful baby boy.
What wonderful news! How love is bearing fruit. If we have a boy, I will teach him everything I know about the art of war. He will be a tall, handsome knight, a warrior for the ages. He will make us proud before the King of Kings. My love for you is boundless.
Push, my love. Breathe. You're doing great.
Keep breathing. You
Yes.
can do this.
He's almost here. Oh. My lady, look. He is beautiful. He is perfectly healthy, but his hair is white, like that of an old man.
Let me look. His hair is all white. Look at it. That doesn't look right.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. My lady, take a deep breath, please. My lady. Oh, no. Don't leave us. My lady, don't give up. God, have mercy on us.
This is like a nightmare.
What should we tell Som now?
I'm not going to take the baby like this to him. You take it.
No! I'm afraid of his wrath. You take it.
I'm terrified of him too. I'm not doing it.
Fine. Stop fighting. I will take it.
This is so sad. What a tragedy.
What's going to happen now?
What is this commotion? Why all the crying? How is my wife?
She didn't make it.
What? How could this be? What is this she left behind? This cannot have come from me. He looks old with all that white hair. Oh, I'll call him Zal, old man. Dear God, why have you given me this demon as a son? He looks so strange, with his hair that blows on his skin like fresh snow on a frozen lake. What will my fellow knights think of me with this demon child? What will my king say? No, he cannot be seen.
What Sam didn't know was that he had left Zol near the nest of Simorg, a fabulous bird with powers of enchantment. Simorg had ruled the kingdom of skies for thousands of years. The entire earth was her hunting ground. Back at Castle, Zol's father Som was restless. His nights were sleepless and filled with shame and guilt.
Even a jackal nurses its pups. Yet you left your son to the beasts of the wild. A magical creature is raising him. Have you no shame?
Send for my soothsayer.
O great Saum, you have committed a grave sin. The magnificent Simorg has taken pity on your son and is raising him as her own. It is your duty to bring him back from the wild and restore him to his rightful place.
Your brothers and sisters have already left the nest. This is your chance. At long last, your father has come for you, my dear Zol. It is time you rejoined the humankind.
You are my father and mother. You raised me when my own kind left me to die.
You must grow into your own shape. Become a man and find your place among your kind.
But I grew up with you. You are my everything.
You are a human, dear Zol. Go with your father and forgive his sin. That is the right thing to do. You will forget the comforts of this nest once you are used to the splendor of the royal courts of Iran. It's for the best. That is where your fate is leading you.
I am scared.
I'll always be with you. Whenever you are in need of me, dear Zal, burn one of these feathers, and I will come to you swifter than the wind, my child. Now let me give you one last ride, this time to the embrace of your father. Farewell, my beloved son.
Farewell, Mother.
You must forgive my unforgivable sin. I abandoned you. I left you to die. I was ashamed of you.
I've never wanted to see you, but you are my father, and I must respect you.
You are more splendid than I could ever imagine. So strong and powerful.
But I can't come with you. I know nothing of the ways of man.
And I never learned to be a father. Let us learn together.
The King of Kings, the ruler of 7 realms, King Mannouche.
Rise, worthy knight. My heart is glad to see you.
Great King, this is my son, Zal. He is the boy I was ashamed of and abandoned. He was raised in the wild alone, and despite all adversities, he has grown into a worthy young man. Today, I am as ashamed of myself as I am proud of him.
You are a good man. Although your act was evil, you must repent by being kind to your son. He has suffered enough. From this day forward, you must never refuse him anything. Now, on this happy occasion, I grant you and your son the land of Zabul on the eastern horizon. Go forth and enjoy its wealth.
We are honored, Great King.
On the way to Zabul, Sam received a message from the king, summoning him back on an urgent mission.
Come forth, my worthy son. I want a word with you. I have been called to fight a barbarian incursion in the northern borders. I have to leave immediately.
But Father, I was looking forward to keeping your company. You are leaving me already.
A knight's first duty is to his king, my dear Zal. You must understand that.
I was born under an evil star. There are no flowers for me in this life, only thorns.
The stars have indeed foretold your future, and it is a bright one. But first you must educate yourself. Gather the learned men from the 4 corners of the world and steep yourself in their knowledge. Enjoy your newfound home, and rule in justice.
But Father...
Now, I must bid you farewell, my beloved son.
In 7 years, Zol gained the knowledge of the stars and the sciences of healing. He became renowned throughout the 7 realms of the world. Many came to his court to pay their respects.
His Highness, the Lord of Baluchistan.
You honor me, great knight of Zabul. Welcome from the land of Baluchi braves.
His Holiness, the Guru of Serendip.
May you find peace and happiness within.
Thank you for your gift of wisdom.
The Honorable Giovanni, a merchant from the fair city of Venice.
I have brought to your honor delicious spaghetti from Venice.
We look forward to eating it then.
Twin Cavalier, Knight Defenders of the White Fortress.
We bow to the great knight of Zabul. Please rise. You need not stay in that position. Oh, that's okay. I'm comfortable. You are welcome to my palace.
The Elder of the Serpent Clan, the Honorable Merab, Governor of Kabul.
We have been looking forward to this meeting. We shall entertain the Honorable Mehrab in our interior palace.
I bow to you, great soul. It is an honor to be in your presence.
No, the honor is indeed all mine.
No. It's all mine. The honor, I mean.
Well, come along, Honorable Mehrab. Allow me to show you my palace.
Zol and Mehrab walked and talked for a long time and enjoyed each other's company. Despite being descended from the evil serpent king Zahak, Mehrab was a good governor and very loyal to the king of Iran.
I have heard that the music of your country is pleasing to the ear, but I have never heard it performed.
What a coincidence! I have in my entourage a few very talented musicians. I will call them to perform, if you will indulge me.
Of course. I would be most grateful.
لباش مثل تربچه چشاش مثل بادومه صورتش عین ماه زلف سیاه هم داره اما باباش ترخص اعصاب خوش نداره گرچه پادشاهه.
Enough. Well done. Indeed, you proved your talents, but that is enough. Go. We must leave now.
Must you go so soon?
Yes, there are things I must attend to. Urgent matters. But farewell. I bow to you. Farewell.
Farewell, my friend. Why did he leave so abruptly?
Because the musicians embarrassed him, Your Highness. They sang about his daughter.
His daughter?
Rudabeh, the daughter of Merab, is renowned for her beauty, and there are many songs written about her. The one they performed was called Lovely as the First Rays of the Sun. The lyrics say, she has the eyes of a doe, and even the most beautiful roses wilt in shame when she walks by.
These words struck Zol in a strange way. He instantly knew that he had fallen hopelessly in love. As Mehrab left, Zol retired to his bedchambers and spent the entire night unable to banish the thoughts of the fair Rudabeh from his mind.
Call my horses and men. We will leave immediately on a hunting expedition.
Tell me about this boy who was raised by birds. Is it true that he is now a great knight of Iran?
This much is true, that he is a great knight. But Saul is wise as a scholar and mighty as a war elephant. He is a stunningly handsome young man, and if he is raised in the wild, one cannot detect that in his manners. The pallor of his skin and hair pale in comparison to his many virtues.
Most interesting. Tell me more.
Let us walk in the gardens.
Oh my goodness, he looks so strong. Oh, I just heard that weird-looking knight has set up camp by the river.
How odd, that white-headed boy?
Oh, indeed, that son of a bird.
Zol. His name is like honey on my tongue. My heart aches with every thought of him, and yet I feel content.
Oh, how could you fall in love with that boy brought up by some wild bird?
Did he have feathers for hair?
Or claws and a tail?
You are a princess and far superior to this strange white-haired boy.
Don't you dare speak of my beloved Zol in this way. He is the only man I want and the only one I dream of. Leave me now. I will have nothing to do with you.
Oh, no. I didn't
Okay. Forgive us, lady. We were just being silly. You are the one we serve. Your wish is our command.
We have good news, my lady. Your beloved Zol has set off for our parts, and he will be nearby very soon.
Bring him to me then. What are you waiting for? Get going.
Let's go get him.
Okay.
Yeah.
We must lure the lion into the trap. Poor boy. He doesn't have a chance of escape.
I hear there are beautiful flowers around that part. Let us go pick them and tempt this boy out of his tent.
Oh, wait for me. I'm coming too.
Who are these fair maidens picking flowers?
I guess they are from Mehrab's palace. They may be servants of Princess Rudabeh.
I am going to shoot a duck. It will fall among them. You will go and bring it for me and speak to them. Forgive me, little brother.
Fair ladies, have you seen the bird that my master shot?
We may know where it fell.
First, you have to tell us about this strange-looking man with the deadly aim.
Choose your words with care when you speak of Zal, son of Som. The stars shine on none nobler than him.
Oh, it is so charming that you love your master and praise him to high heaven. But our lady, the fair Princess Rudabeh, is superior to your master. None can match her beauty and wit. Tell your master to come and see if he doubts our word. Oh, and there is that bird you were looking for.
Indeed.
Princess Rudabeh. Princess Rudabeh. Hello? Is that you?
I'm thrilled to finally see you for myself. I've dreamt of this moment.
I too have dreamt of you, but now I am at a loss for words. We are so close, and yet so far apart.
Here, take hold of my hair and come to me, my beloved.
You're as brave as you are beautiful, but I would not dream of causing you discomfort, let alone pain. Oh!
Oh! So handsome.
Look at his shoulder.
Yeah, he looks like he's been working out. Climbing so fast.
Let me help you.
At last.
Oh, my love.
Together.
Forever.
You are the sun. I am the moon. I circle around you day and night. I wax and wane for you.
I shine on you with deep passion.
Your radiance warms my heart.
I like the way your hair curls on top of your head.
There is nothing about you that I don't like. I lose myself in your beautiful gaze.
Hold my hand. Let us go walk in the garden.
At the break of the dawn, the ecstasy of their meeting turned to fear. Their love appeared doomed. Rudabeh came from the clan of the Serpent King, Zahak, whom all Iranians feared and hated, and none more than the king. Rudabeh's family would also be afraid of the king's wrath at the thought of this. But passion conquered reason. Zal and Rudabeh were determined to overcome all obstacles as a trickle of water bores through solid rock.
I pledge my life to you.
And I pledge my life to you, my love.
We shall raise a family in our own castle.
I can see it all, my beloved Zal. It is clear as day.
Father, I am a stranger to the ways of man. When you rested by a fire on soft beds of pelt and down, I shivered in a high nest, warmed only by my feathery siblings. The first time I wore clothes was when you placed a robe around me to cover my nakedness. I have seen beauties no human can imagine as I grew up on the peaks of Alborz. But never did I see a thing more glorious than the daughter of Mehrab. I am in love. Union with my Rudabeh is the only goal of my life. I am dispatching this letter with my fastest scout, as it is most urgent.
So my son has fallen in love with the first woman he has seen. He will pay for his inexperience. Love is a dangerous game, and he knows nothing of it. But wait. How could he do such a foolish thing? What will come of a marriage between a boy raised by a wild bird and a descendant of the Serpent King? Let the astrologist untangle this web. I am most worried about this ominous affair.
Auspicious. The marriage is indeed most auspicious, great Psalm. Bride and groom shall be blessed with a son who will be a peerless knight. He will defeat the invaders and make the enemies kneel before his king.
This delighted Psalm to no end. But it did little to calm his fears. It would not be easy to get the king to approve his son's marriage. He sent a carrier pigeon to Zal, announcing his provisional approval of the marriage. Then he set off to the king's palace to convince him to bless the union.
Great news! This is the happiest day of my life. My father approves of my marriage to Rudabeh, and he is on his way to convince the king to give his blessings as well. Quick, take the good tidings to my beloved Rudabeh. Be careful. This is a secret mission. Don't get caught.
Yes, I will be very careful, Your Highness.
I am so happy. Thank you for bringing me such great news. My heart is full of delight. Here, take this ring to Zal as a sign of my devotion.
I shall. Farewell, Princess.
Farewell, and be careful.
Yes, I will be very careful, Your Highness.
Who are you? And what are you doing in my palace?
Forgive me, my queen. I am just a poor trader, selling my wares of jewelry, perfume, and incense. Princess Rudabeh called for me. Now, with your permission, I will be on my way.
Not so fast. I don't trust you. Show me what's in your bag. Ah, and what's this? My ring? Rudabeh would never exchange this for the trinkets you are peddling. You are a thief! Guards! Arrest this woman!
Mother! I gave it to her! Leave her alone! She's not a thief!
You gave it to her? In exchange for what favor, might I ask? Why would you give away my special ring to that old traitor?
Mother, I am in love with Saul, son of Sam. We vowed to be together forever, and she's a messenger for my beloved Saul. This poor woman brought me the good tidings that we now have the blessings of Zal's father, the mighty Sam. I sent my precious thing because the news made me happier than I've ever been. We are sure Sam will convince the king to give his blessings for our marriage as well.
You are so naive, Rudabeh. Terrible things will happen to us because of your recklessness. Life is never that easy.
I am in love, Mother. I am sure everything will be all right.
Ah! Your mother is right. Everything will not be all right. You are going to ruin this house.
Control your anger, my love.
Our city will be sacked. Our palaces will be burned. Our monuments will be razed. And we will be put to the sword because of her action. And you tell me to be calm? The king will never agree to a union with the progeny of the Serpent King. How could she do such a foolish thing?
Be calm. Listen to me, my beloved husband. I understand your heart more than you do. Every pain you feel, I feel.
That changes nothing.
I too fear for Kabul and its people. But there is a silver lining here. Sam has already agreed to the wedding. There is a chance, slim as it might be, that the king will give his consent to this union.
You are dreaming!
Let us dream. If it all works out, it wouldn't be so bad for our clan to be related to the house of the mighty warrior Sam. Now, come with me. Let us speak about this in Rudabeh's room. You must be kind to your daughter.
The intelligence had reached the king that Zal had fallen in love with the daughter of Merab of the Serpent clan, and that Sam had agreed to the union. The king was furious.
Your Majesty.
You are just the commander I wanted to see. You know how much our people suffered under the evil Serpent King Zahak. I don't like that one of his descendants is still ruling the city of Kabul. Ride east, and do not rest until you have razed that city and wiped out the Serpent clan forever.
My king, your word is my command.
My mind is made up. Leave now with your men.
I am going to my father at his encampment. He will have to kill me first if he wants to march on Kabul. I am not going to allow him to shatter my dreams. You left me to die in the wilderness. If I lived at all, it was because Simor took pity on me. I spent my childhood naked and feeding on flesh and blood of animals. You had no care for your abandoned son. You just wanted to save face before your knights and your king. But I believed it when you came and said you would make it up to me. Is this how you live up to your promises?
My son, I am here to help you. I have no intention on marching on Kabul. I had no choice but to appear to obey the king. I was biding my time to devise a plan to save you. I have written a letter to the king. You will carry it yourself to charm him and calm his fears. Now, get back on your horse and gallop to the royal court as fast as a wind. Become the master of your own fate, rather than wallowing in bitterness.
Travel by land would take at least 1 month. To travel by sea was faster, but infinitely more dangerous. No one had dared to venture that route in more than 100 years. The sea was fearsome. Governor Mehrab watched as his people fled the city, clutching their possessions. The army of Som was only 7 days away. Danger was near.
I don't have the army to match the army of the King of Kings.
No!
In order to save the city, I must banish you to the Valley of No Return.
No!
That is the only way to satisfy the king and avoid war.
Father, you are making a mistake. Don't be so harsh. I am in love. Is that a sin?
No! I won't allow it! I forbid it! No way!
Calm down, my love. Calm down. All is not lost. I have a better idea than sacrificing our daughter. There is always a way. Please, listen to me. Open up your treasure vaults. I will take a royal caravan of precious gifts to Som and soothe him with my words. I will save our city, I am sure of that. But you promise me you won't send Rudabeh away. Now come with me and open the treasure room. We have no time.
The armies of the king are 7 days away. I am locking Rudabeh up and will wait for 7 days. Then I will send her to the Valley of No Return. You can take whatever treasures you want and do whatever you deem right. But I am not optimistic about this mission.
Just entrust this affair to me, my husband. I am the Queen of Kabul. I come to plead with you to spare the people of my city. If the royal family has sinned, then punish us. Don't hurt the innocent people.
Appearances deceive, my fair queen. It is not my intention to harm the people of Kabul or its royal family. I have given my blessing to this union. As we speak, Zal is on his way to the court of the king. I am certain he will soften the king's heart with his charm. He is a clever young man. For now, we must wait.
But we only have 7 days. My husband, Merab, has pledged to send my dear Rudabeh to the Valley of No Return if this matter is not mended by then.
Be calm, monster! Be calm! I know the secrets of nature. I am the son of Seymour. You must not challenge me. I just want to pass.
I am in love, and the king opposes our union. I have to get to the court and convince him. You should help me, not fight me.
Oh, magnificent lion. I am here for a reason. Don't be angry with me. I am in love. Help me. Bring me to the king's court. I must persuade him to give his blessings to my marriage.
Love is a worthy cause, my brother. I will come with you to your king and help you in any way I can. I want you to be united with your beloved.
Let the son of Saum enter.
My king.
Zol, I have read the letter your father sent, and it made me laugh. It is true, we both were once young like you. We too lost our heads to women. It is also true that I commanded him to give you anything you want. I never go back on my word.
Thank you, my king.
You must prove yourself worthy in tests of acumen. Astrologers will look into your future. But first, lead your growling pet outside of our court.
My friend, I will take it from here. Wait for me outside. Thank you.
My son, come and stand next to me. Viziers, if you please.
My king, with your permission, what comes at night without being invited, and departs in the morning without being ushered out?
The stars.
What runs over the fields and in the woods all day, but hides under the bed at night with a gaping mouth?
A shoe!
Bravo! Bravo!
I never was, and always will be. No one ever saw me, nor ever will, Yet I am the hope of all who live and breathe on this great ball. Who am I?
You are tomorrow.
Smart boy.
I am the beginning of eternity, the end of time and space, the beginning of every end, and the end of every place. What am I?
You are the letter E.
Indeed, indeed.
Clever, clever, clever one.
Too wise for his
Right
years.
head on his shoulders.
Well done, Saul. Well done indeed. Viziers, you may leave now. Call for the court astrologer.
Your Majesty, with your permission. The marriage is indeed auspicious, O great king. A boy will be born to this couple. He will be noble and talented, eagle-eyed and as strong as an elephant. He will subdue the enemies of Iran like no other. His sword will make the sky weep.
Young man, you have passed all your tests of intelligence, skills, and strength. The stars favor you and your upcoming marriage. We have given our consent. Now, let us celebrate.
Great news indeed, my king. Now may I be allowed to withdraw from the court and travel back to Zabul. I miss my father.
It's not your father you're missing, my boy. You long for the fair Rudabeh. Go then, and tell your father to sheath his sword and prepare for the marriage of his son.
You are most gracious. Now I leave with your permission.
I am most worried about my child. It has been 7 days, and the sun is setting.
I will come with you if Zal does not get here before the sunset.
Sheathe your sword, father. The king has blessed my marriage.
Well done, my son. I knew you could do it, my beloved Zal.
It is good news indeed, but my daughter is still in danger. I must leave at once.
Let me come with you, my lady.
No, you stay with your father. This is something I have to do by myself.
Fine. You go first. We will not be too far behind.
Rudabeh! Rudabeh! Where are you, my daughter? Rudabeh! Where is my daughter? Where is she?
He took her away, my lady. She is gone.
Gods have mercy on us.
What a misfortune you brought upon yourself and your people.
No! No, Father, please, no!
I am only doing this to save the city of Kabul, my daughter.
No!
I love you, but I need to prevent this war.
There must be another way. This is all a mistake.
Stop! Stop, Merab! For the sake of the gods, stop! You don't have to do this. The king has blessed the marriage and agreed to the union. Our daughter has brought honor and fortune to our family.
Thank you, Mother.
Oh, beloved wife and daughter, our lives have been spared. One moment too late, and I would have pushed my daughter away. Oh, I would be miserable for the rest of my life. But now it is time to rejoice. Let us celebrate!
Let me see this daughter of yours who stole my son's heart. Oh, she has made much trouble for us.
Not so fast, O mighty Psalm. First, let me see what gifts you've brought us.
I agree with my queen. Let's see your gifts first.
I had heard the legends of your beauty, but now I see that your loveliness cannot be described in words.
Thank you, Your Highness. You're most gracious.
Come, great Psalm. My queen and I would like to show off our beautiful garden. Let us leave the young lovers alone.
With pleasure. What a beautiful wedding it will be.
After a few months, Rudabeh became heavy with child. But as her belly grew bigger and bigger, it was apparent that she would not be able to deliver her gigantic baby. The physicians were unanimous that Rudabeh would not survive childbirth. He had lost so much in his life. His mother, his childhood, the Simorg.
Of course! The feathers! The feathers! My beloved mother, let me embrace you.
My dear Zal, why are you so sad? You are about to have a son more powerful than a lion. The beasts of the forest will kiss the ground where he walks. I know the fair Rudabeh is having difficulty in her labor. But don't worry, Zal. I will help her. All will be fine. This sapling of your clan will grow into a mighty tree under the loving sun of his mother. Now I bid you farewell, my beloved son. If you need me again, burn another of my feathers.
Thank you, Mother. Farewell.
God have mercy on our enemies when this child leads an army.
Let me hold him. Let me hold him. Oh, he's so heavy. Truly, with this boy at my side, I could restore the reign of my grandfather, the Serpent King.
You have a strange sense of humor, noble Merab. But please, leave your wit at home when the king is around.
A year later, Zol paraded his marvelous son on a war elephant in the streets of Zabul. All noblemen and knights of the land pledged their devotion to him. I am the child born to the silver-headed Zol and the fair Rudabeh. My mother called me Rostam. I grew up to be the greatest knight of Iran. I have fought battles no one dared to fight. I have gone through harrowing ordeals to save my king. I have tamed demons and rescued entire armies. And now this is where my story begins. The magnificent epic of the Persian kings, Shahnameh.
All right.